When analyzing a set of quantitative data, it is useful to identify numerical measures that represent and describe relevant features of the data. As these measures need to be representative of a set of data, they should not be near the extremes, but instead have to be in the center. Numerical measures indicating the center of a set of data, arranged in an increasing or decreasing order of magnitude, are called measures of central tendency. The most commonly used measures of central tendency are the mean, median, and mode. How do you find the measures of central tendency of ungrouped data? The mean is found by adding the values in a set of data and dividing the sum by the number of values in that set. The median of a set of data is the middle value. If there are two middle values, it is the mean of the two middle values. Before the median can be found, the data must be arranged in an ordered sequence, usually in increasing order of magnitude. The mode of a set of data is the value that occurs most frequently. Some sets of data have multiple modes, and others have no mode. A set of data is said to be bimodal if it contains two modes. The table below shows the provinces or cities in the Philippines with the greatest number of recorded COVID-19 cases as of July 3. Find the mean, median, and mode of the data. On the average, approximately 2,585 cases are recorded in the provinces or cities in the Philippines with the greatest number of recorded COVID-19 cases as of July 3. If we arrange the number of recorded COVID-19 cases in increasing order, the median is the middle value. Half of the number of recorded COVID-19 cases is less than 2,313, while the other half is greater than 2,313. We look for the number of recorded COVID-19 cases that appears the greatest number of times in the given data. Note that the number of recorded cases is unique per province or city. Hence, the data does not have a mode. The table below shows the number of recorded COVID-19 recoveries in 44 barangays in Quezon City as of April 14. Find the mean, median, and mode of the data. On the average, around 2 COVID-19 patients recover in 44 barangays in Quezon City as of April 14. Note that the number of COVID-19 cases in 44 barangays can be written as follows. The median is the middle value. However, in this case, there are two middle values. In general, to get the median, we need to find the mean of the two middle values. Half the number of recorded COVID-19 recoveries is less than or equal to 1. The other half is greater than or equal to 1. We look for the number of recorded COVID-19 recoveries that appears the greatest number of times in the given data. 29 barangays recorded only one COVID-19 recovery. Hence, the most frequent number of COVID-19 recoveries is 1. How do we find the measures of central tendency of group data? The formula used to find the mean is as follows, where xi is the class mark and fi is the frequency of the ith class interval. N is the total number of class intervals. The formula used to find the median is as follows, where L is the lower class boundary of the median class, H is the class size, F is the frequency of the median class, N is the total frequency, and C is the cumulative frequency before the median class. The formula used to find the mode is as follows, where L is the lower class boundary of the modal class, H is the class size, delta 1 is the difference between the frequency of the modal class and the next lower class, delta 2 is the difference between the frequency of the modal class and the next upper class. The frequency distribution of the number of recorded COVID-19 cases in 138 barangays in Quezon City as of July 1 is shown below. Find the mean number of recorded COVID-19 cases. Step 1. Multiply all pairs of class marks and frequencies. Step 2. Find the total of the product of each pair of class mark and frequency and the total frequency. Then, divide the two values. On the average, the number of recorded COVID-19 cases in 138 barangays in Quezon City as of July 1 is approximately 26. The frequency distribution of the number of recorded COVID-19 cases in 138 barangays in Quezon City as of July 1 is shown below. Find the median of the number of recorded COVID-19 cases. Step 1. Look for the median class by dividing the total frequency, N, by 2. The median class is the class interval which contains the value of N over 2 in the cumulative frequency column. If it is not given in that column, then look for the lowest cumulative frequency greater than N over 2. N is equal to 138. So N divided by 2 is equal to 69. The median class is the class interval 1 to 18. Step 2. Determine the values needed to find the median from the table. The lower class boundary of the median class is 0.5. The class size is 18. The cumulative frequency before the median class is 0. The frequency of the median class is 81. N divided by 2 is equal to 69. Step 3. Substitute the values in Step 2 in the formula. Half the number of recorded COVID-19 cases in 138 barangays in Quezon City as of July 1 is less than or equal to 16. The other half is greater than or equal to 16. The frequency distribution of the number of recorded COVID-19 cases in 138 barangays in Quezon City as of July 1 is shown below. Find the mode number of recorded cases. Step 1. Look for the modal class. The modal class is the class interval with the highest frequency. The modal class is the class interval 1 to 18. Step 2. Determine the values needed to find the mode from the table. The lower class boundary of the modal class is 0.5. The class size is 18. The difference between the frequency of the modal class and the next lower class is 81. And the difference between the frequency of the modal class and the next upper class is 53. If the modal class is in the first class interval, then the frequency of the previous class is 0. Likewise, if the modal class is in the last class interval, then the frequency of the succeeding class is 0. If data are arranged in increasing order, delta 1 can be obtained by subtracting the frequency of the previous class from the frequency of the modal class. For example, 81 minus 0 equals 81. Step 3. Substitute the values in Step 2 in the formula. The most frequent number of recorded COVID-19 cases in 138 barangays in Quezon City as of July 1, 2020 is 11. The mean is the most widely used measure of central tendency because it employs all values in the data. It is the most reliable measure provided there are no extreme values. Whenever the set of data contains extreme values, the median or the mode will probably be more reliable because they are not influenced by extreme values. The median is preferable to the mean when there are extreme values or when some of the values cannot be determined. The median is preferred for describing economic, sociological, and educational data. It is popular in the study of the social sciences because most sets of data contain extreme values. The mode is the least used measure of central tendency. For small sets of data, its value is almost useless if in fact it exists. Only in the case of a large mass of data does it have a meaning that is significant. Its main advantages are that it is not affected by extreme values and it can be used for qualitative as well as quantitative data. Moreover, the mode, if it exists, is always a member of the set of data, unlike the mean and median. The mode is useful in business planning as a measure of popularity as it reflects the opinion of the masses.